We are back in the Midwest to thrift for fall. All feels right in the world. We're at my favorite thrift store. The weather is beautiful. I love my outfit. I'll have to show you later. I also have my fall wish list. Now that I've been dressing for fall a little bit, I kind of have a better idea of what I actually want. I kind of want to stick to a $20 budget. And we also have somewhere really fun that we're going to be thrifting next week. So stay tuned for that. That's all I gotta say. Let's just get thrifting.
I tried so hard to get a good outfit video for you guys, but you could not hear me talking because the wind was so dang loud. But that's okay, because we are not here for my outfit, we are here for the thrifting. And believe it or not, it has been over a month since I last thrifted or even stepped into a thrift store, so this felt really, really good. I tried a no spend September last month and filmed the whole thing, and you guys loved the video, which meant a lot to me because I worked really hard on it. So if you haven't seen it, be sure to check it out. And because of that, I felt like I was thrifting with such a different perspective than before. I felt so much more clear. And last month, I just simply didn't put myself in situations where I could look at clothes that would tempt me to buy. So I just feel like I had less in my mind and I could really focus on the clothes that were here. Like this pink sweater that says ski on it. Oh my goodness. A colorful personality sweater like this is exactly on my fall wish list. So I was very pumped about that. But let's talk about what else I have on there. I feel like just a big theme overall for me is just colorful, unique, fun things. And you guys know this. I've been looking for that for a while. So as I was in the long sleeves, I was trying to see if I could find anything that had fun patterns like those stripes, fun colors, but that also would be practical for fall and winter in the Midwest. You guys know I love my cardigans, and my goal has been to add more colorful ones to my closet. And when I pulled this Lucy and Yak cardigan, I was genuinely in this clip like trying to hide my excitement because I was a little embarrassed filming today. I loved the little like crystal buttons that looks like flowers on this cardigan. It did have a gross stain on it, so obviously a pass. And honestly, not really too much else on this side of the cardigan. But look at the color of this Wild Fable cardigan kind of collared thing. Wild. And also the prices were kind of wild. Only $4.79 for this. I thought it was honestly a great deal. The Savers was always my favorite because it was cheaper. Then they got a little expensive, but today I noticed the prices were really good, honestly. But as I said, something that wasn't as good was me talking to you.
I definitely tell I'm a little rusty because I'm so nervous to talk to the camera.
Another thing on my wish list is a microphone, but my camera doesn't have a microphone connection, which is such a bummer. And I feel like I need a mic if I'm really gonna start talking a lot in the thrift store. But don't worry, throughout this video, I get a little braver.
Wait, I really like this. Like, how fun is that? I wish it was a different color. It's just like black, so I don't know how we could change that. And it's $10, but that's so cool. This poncho is kind of fun. It almost seems handmade. I don't know if I could ever do that. An eagle. I don't.
I actually really like this blue striped sweater. It's from Pink Republic, which is a Kohl's brand. I thought the bold stripes could be kind of fun, and you guys know I love blue. You can't really go wrong with it. And this vintage sweater, so soft. It wasn't in my color season though, otherwise I would have gotten it. And this one from Universal Thread. I actually really was liking it. I like that it's kind of like chunky and cropped and cute, and the sleeves are wide. This Gap sweater too was so unreal. I thought it was handmade, and I definitely thought this cutout sweater was a sweater vest at first. And does this Arizona sweater bring back any happy memories to anyone else? This reminds me of being a girl and having fun. I was gonna get it until I saw that stain, and I was so bummed. And now looking back, I wish I just would have gotten it because one, it makes me really happy, and two, it just feels like me for some reason. I don't know what it is. This Gap cardigan also wasn't really my vibe with the colors and everything, but what a find. New with tags, 100% cotton. It felt so heavy and nice. There are three things I'm mainly looking for in the tees, which is packer stuff, things I can patchwork DIY something on, like this shirt, and just transitional tees that I can wear throughout fall, summer, winter. This American Eagle polo I thought was so cute. I love the stripes. I feel like everyone's been loving stripes for fall, and I definitely do too, especially a bolder, thicker stripe is so good. But really, those are the only options I found here in the tees, and look at how many I went through. I went through so many tees. This isn't even all that I filmed. I filmed so much more, and I was not coming away with a ton, and they had a ton. But I found that this happens more and more now that I've narrowed down my color season and what colors and patterns and styles I like, and I'm just more selective now. I just say no to more things than I say yes to, which at the time is kind of boring because you're like, all I'm going through is things I'm not going to put in my cart, but in the end it's just so much better because you walk away with stuff that you actually like, that's actually a good deal because you're actually going to wear it. Especially if you live in a place with 4 seasons like the Midwest, it can be so easy to get so much clothes for all the 4 seasons, and then suddenly your closet is just exploding out like you guys saw in my closet cleanup video. Isn't this Ralph Lauren jacket thing so beautiful, stunning? I don't really need one like this, so I did pass on it. And this flannel is from Ford, which I thought was interesting. I put it in the cart to try on because I was like, you know, you never know. And do you guys remember the teddy bear jackets? Remember when those were super trendy? I don't think I ever owned one, but yeah, they had a lot of them here, so I think everyone's getting rid of them right now. And I could not find a brand on this, but I really like it. It's kind of quilted and patterned. I thought it could be kind of fun. And how cool is this NFL jacket? I wish it was Packers, but very interesting. I also thought this jacket was interesting. I like the houndstooth pattern and how it was brown and cream. It was very heavy, and I did decide to pass for now. I don't know if it's quite my style or not, but I'm kind of regretting not trying it on.
Okay, wait. They have sweater vests, maybe? Oh, it's brand new Marvel. I don't know. It's not a very big section, I guess.
And in case you didn't notice, I also have colorful crew necks and sweatshirts on my list. I think I'm just going to embrace the fact that I love a crew neck and I really want to add more unique, colorful ones. That was the thing on my list that I had, is like, I want them to be unique and fun and different, you know? And this one that I pulled, is it like Notre Dame or North Dakota State? What is it? Yeah, North Dakota. I normally would have gotten it, but because I'm trying to go a little bit more unique and colorful, I passed, because do I really need anything more gray? Probably not.
I'm in the pajama section right now, but I kind of want to go to the skirts first. Yeah, look at how short they all are. It's always like this.
I love a puffer vest, but the only one I found was this North Face one, which honestly felt amazing. I think it was a down vest, but it was kind of metallic-y and a little long, and so I had to sadly leave it, and it did have a little stain on it, I think. And we made it this whole way without looking in the long sleeve blouses flannel section, which was surprising. I did find this one from Aeropostale, which actually looks really cute. I didn't know if I'd wear it enough, but I thought it'd be worth trying on, and I was surprised at the lack of flannels in the women's section, especially being in the Midwest. Like, I just thought there would be more, so we had to take matters into our own hands.
Okay, like I said, sorry for not being able to talk to the camera really well. I feel so anxious for some reason. I kind of intended to go to the men's, so I think we might do that.
I feel like the key thing about thrifting for fall, anywhere you go, is to go to the men's section. Like, look at this American Eagle hand knit sweater. Look at all the browns and stripes, and like the sweaters just look so cozy. I didn't pick up any here though, and I went to the t-shirts too because I thought, you never know, but I just never have good luck in the men's t-shirt section. Both of those twins shirts though, I thought were cute, and I almost considered this one, but I did decide to pass on it. And definitely more options for flannels here, and in more like good natural colors that I like, but nothing that I loved. Like, I was surprised.
I almost forgot that shoes were on my list.
And by shoes, I really just mean cowgirl boots. I was actually gifted a pair that has sunflowers on it. They're so adorable, and I cannot wait to wear them this fall, but I'd still love to add a high quality leather pair that's more neutral as well. But instead, we found these.
These are in my size, but I like the orange. I think that's kind of cool.
At first, I wasn't going to put these in the cart, but the more I was thinking about it, when I saw they were $7, I just had to, just for fun, just to see, because I've always wanted a pair of Air Force Ones and just never actually had them, but I feel in my mind like I have. I did find these pajama pants that are snowflakes for like $1. They looked a little bit worn out, but they were so cute and just, I don't know, made me excited for winter.
Okay, I'm gonna look through the pants, but don't look.
You can let out a sigh of relief. I did not find any jeans. I know I don't need any more, but I did toss a pair of pants to try on, and it looks like the cart is overflowing, so let's try everything on. Honestly, wild that we're starting out this fall try-on with a sweater vest from Brandy Melville. I did notice right away there was a hole in the side. Otherwise, this was such a perfect fit. The cable knit, you guys know I don't know if I love. It did maybe look a little preppy, and I wasn't sure how wearable it would be with like the stripes on the side too. There technically is nothing wrong with this Aeropostale button-up. I love the crop on it. The colors are adorable. I love the buttons, but it just, for me, I don't think I'd wear it a lot. I just know myself, and something about it I don't think I'd reach for. I love the stripes, I love the colors, but it just is a pass for me. This is an H&M red striped short sleeve sweater, and when I put it on, I was very confused. In my mind, I thought it would fit cuter, but I actually kind of have been liking these like bigger red and white stripes. It kind of looks cute, and I've been seeing it trending recently. I love the stripes, just not the style of shirt. Let's keep it going with the stripes and try on this American Eagle striped polo. Now the fit of this was perfect. I will say you could kind of see through it. I don't know if you can see my numbers through the shirt, so I was a little nervous about that, but otherwise this looked adorable. I just wasn't sure about the polo part. It's been so long since I've worn one of these. I wasn't sure what to wear it with or not, so I was conflicted. This shirt I put in to possibly do a patchwork DIY, but it's not good enough quality, so we passed. Next was Universal Thread cream sweater. It was only like $4.79, which is crazy. It's super soft, not scratchy at all. I love the crop of it and how chunky it is. I think that's so cute, but the sleeves were very short, and I love that they were wide, but they were just short, and I feel like that kind of ruined the vibe for me, but I love it otherwise. And I know I said I don't like cable knit, and the more I was in this, the more I was like, yeah, I don't love cable knit. I wish this was just a chunky knit, which I was surprised by this knit sweater. This was so scratchy. It had stains on it as well. Just very uncomfortable, and I did not expect that. However, I love the look of it. I love the big stripes and the blue. I think it's fun, but the feeling I cannot get past. Okay, I need to know your guys' thoughts on this color. I know it's obnoxious and kind of crazy, but I think it kind of looked good. I didn't know if I liked the collared part of it, and it was really thin too, so it kind of isn't very practical as a cardigan. I don't know. I kind of liked it. The color, I'm not sure. We finally made it to the ski sweater. This is such a soft, cozy sweater. At first I was a little nervous there was a stain, but I think it's just a threading from the S, from the darker pink. So soft. I love the fit of this. It is just so fun. I don't know if it's the right pink for me. It might not be my color season and maybe washes me out a little, but it's just fun, and that's what we're going for, And you can't get much more fun than a star sweater. I was so excited to try this on, and it was unbelievably comfortable, and also might be brown. I definitely thought it was like a gray black charcoal color, but I think it's leaning a little brown, which made me feel a lot better. The stars on this are so fun, so free people vibes. I love the oversized-ish fit. It just is adorable. This is your PSA to always check the backs of things. I don't hate this graphic, but it's just not my cup of tea, so we passed on that. And this is my live reaction to putting on the other sleeve of this cardigan. Look at the wide sleeve of this. I was not expecting that at all, but I loved it. This was 100% cotton, and you can definitely tell it's super heavy and nice. I was double checking that this green was in my color season, and I definitely think it is. It's so bright and warm and fun. So stunned. And I really wanted this like quilted jacket to work, but it just didn't, unfortunately. The collar kind of made it look a little bit outdated in my opinion. The fit and style of it, I think that's what was making it outdated, but I love the print. I love the purple. I think, again, the quilted part of it is fun, and it makes me want to add a quilted jacket to my list now. These pants I tossed in last minute, but I really liked the color. I thought it was kind of fun for fall. However, they're a little too loose around the waist and very short and cropped in the legs, which is just not the look I'm going for, but you guys can kind of see the vision that I had for fall. The orange is kind of fun. They look kind of cargo. I thought it had potential, but it sadly did not work. Now for the Air Force Ones, which was my true Cinderella moment because they fit both of my feet. You guys know at the thrift store, I tend to get shoes that are too big for me because that's normally all the shoes that are cute. They're all in sizes too big for me, and I can never find shoes small enough, but these actually fit and were so comfy. And sadly, the longer I looked at the snowflake pajamas, the more I got kind of grossed out by them. They just seemed kind of dirty, and for $1.50, some things just aren't worth it. It had a stain, and I just said goodbye. But even still, this was quite the try on. We had a lot of decisions to make, so normally I do one last sweep while I try to decide what I want to keep, what I want to put back, and I highly recommend doing this. It's so different when you're thrifting more relaxed than when you're just hyper focused on getting everything on your wish list. I tend to find stuff that I normally would have looked past, and some of my best finds are when I do one last look over of the whole store. Plus, you get to see all the things that people either left behind or put on the return racks or that the workers are putting out. But there was one last thing that I wanted to look over before we left. I don't lie, I'm very set on the idea of getting like a t-shirt, and like DIYing it even, and like doing a patchwork thing. Then I'll look again, and I just feel like there's gotta be something here. There was, in fact, nothing here. I did not miss any gem of a t-shirt, which was unfortunate. Like I said, I was really excited about that, but I was even more excited about everything else in this haul, and spoiler alert, we went a little over budget. Oh my goodness. First of all, I'm so sorry if I seem rusty. I forgot how overstimulating it is. Today wasn't that bad, but I just am so out of the loop. I was just like, oh my gosh. And it really wasn't that many people there. Yeah, I have so many
I need to collect them. I need coffee. And there's this coffee shop that actually my pelvic floor therapist told me about. It looks super cute. I think it's called Sunshine Coffee. Yes, Sunshine Coffee Co. It's in Lake Elmo, Minnesota. So I thought we'd check it out and then we can debrief. I can show you my haul. We definitely went over budget just a little bit. I feel like I'm also rusty in saying no. Like everything just feels very exciting right now. Let me collect my thoughts and then we can have some coffee, talk about it, and chat and all that good stuff. Oh my goodness, it was so cute in there. It was a little small, but I wish I could have stayed. It was just such a cute vibe. I decided to get a maple, like real maple syrup whole milk latte. That tastes good. They had a ton of other flavors for fall, but I don't love pumpkin. Anything spiced, like brown sugar spice, kind of makes me nervous. I just don't know if I'm gonna love it. So cute. Definitely check out Sunshine Coffee. Such a cute, sweet vibe in there. Very nice people. What is the temperature right now? It's like a perfect fall day. It's almost like a little hot though. Ugh. A beautiful 59 degrees and sunny. This is like peak. I need to remember this. This feels so good. So good. I have clean hair, a cute fall outfit, a fun fall drink. I'm with you guys. I just got a thrift haul. Like, I'm feeling so good. Okay, enough chatting. We can talk later, but let's get into this thrift haul. I need to do it right now. I'm not waiting till we get home. I want to talk and debrief right as I'm thinking about it. The very first item that we have to talk about is this Lucy and Yak cardigan. I don't know if you've heard of this brand. I have a little bit, but I knew enough to know that it was a very good brand. This is a 100% cotton cardigan in this really fun green color with these sleeves. If this hadn't had these sleeves, I probably wouldn't have said yes. So much personality. I feel like I've lately been into things that have more personality to them, and I kind of realized that as I was thrifting today, especially for winter stuff. I feel like with layers you can just have a more going on and it doesn't feel crazy. I love the crop on it where it's not really cropped but it kind of is. Since it isn't a size large, like I do wish it maybe was a bit smaller, but I love this. I almost turned this down because I was like, I do have a lot of cardigans. I kind of have one, actually it's in here. I was thinking of this one. This didn't make it into my closet clean out because I forgot it was here. This is from Madewell, and now that I'm putting them side by side, these are not the same at all. Like, these are so different. Okay, I'm glad I decided to get it. It was only $8.49, so it really wasn't that expensive for what this cardigan is. I'm still shocked that this was here. It's in perfect condition. I think this will be really fun year-round, and that's why I got it. I was like, this is gonna be a piece that I can wear a lot. Plus, this checks off the box of colorful cardigans. I still would love to add more to my collection, but this was on my wish list. I had no idea I could even like find this brand, so this is very exciting. Next find is a little bit different. I got the ski sweater. This is fun to me. This is what I mean when I say like colorful, unique personality sweaters. You guys know I've been kind of loving this like pink and red together, light pink and pink. This pink color is really pretty too. It's not really showing up very well. I've never heard of this, so I need to look it up. Hananchi apparel, and this was also $8.49, but this is a really good quality sweater. I love how bold this is, how fun this is. To me, looked like a Free People vibe. I could layer this with a skirt. I could wear my extra baggy wide leg jeans with this. I just thought that this had so much potential this winter, and especially thinking ahead for winter, I know that right now maybe this isn't the vibe, you know, with fall. For winter, I think it's gonna be really cute. I almost turned this away too. I wasn't sure how much use I'd get out of it. It's definitely a winter only kind of sweater, but here in the Midwest, that's what you get. You get winter, and I need some winter things, you know? Another thing that checked off my list of personality, fun, unique sweaters was this one. Yeah, this is my favorite find, even though it's not really my color, and I try not to go against that. It's from True Craft, which looks like such a cool brand. This was $9.49, so a little bit more expensive. It's this star sweater. And I cannot explain to you how soft this is. I love the stars. I love how big they are. I love that they're on the sleeves. I love that it's oversized. This is a XXL, so on me it fits super cozy, super comfy, but it's not too big. I think it naturally just has like sort of a crop to it, but again, on me, it's long. I kept envisioning this with like a pattern maxi skirt. That needs to be high on my list. I think if I could find like a plaid maxi skirt or like a, I don't know, some sort of like winter maxi skirt, you know what I'm saying? At first I thought it was black. I do think it is a little bit brown as it's in like the natural daylight. So I'm super glad I got it because I almost put it away because I was like, Molly, there's no way you can dye this to make this work. This is so fun. Again, very free people. Once I decided that that was kind of the vibe of style that I like, it's been really fun to look for things that look like that, and I get excited for putting outfits together that I feel like would look like someone from Free People was wearing them. 10 out of 10. Okay, I gotta take a sip of coffee before this next one. I am so curious to see what your guys' reaction to me getting this is. I did decide on the Air Force Ones. Okay, little background, I'm sure I probably already told you, but I have always wanted a pair of Air Force Ones, and I kind of can't believe that I don't even think I've ever owned a pair. Ellie always wore them and loved them, and at the thrift store, she could always find them in her size, but I could never find them in my size. When I found these for $7.49 with a pop of orange, like it's kind of like holographic. I love that they're white. It kind of can go with anything, and they're such a comfy shoe. They're so classic looking too, and they're so comfy. When I put them on, I was like, this is perfect. Oh, a 5.5 youth? Or no, 5.5 Y. Not sure. I definitely going to try and clean them up a little bit. I think it won't take too much. And honestly, I kind of like the like dingy kind of look to them. Like I don't hate that. I feel like it makes them look really well loved and have a lot of personality. I'm honestly obsessed. Again, shoes were not on my list at all. I feel like that's what kind of threw me off. I really have been wanting cowgirl boots, but I don't know, sometimes at the thrift store, it finds you, you know? The grand total was $34.06. When the total rang up, I was a little bit surprised that it wasn't higher. I definitely thought with how expensive kind of each piece was, that would be more. So I'm glad that we didn't go too much over budget, but definitely a little higher than I would have liked. But look at how fun everything looks together. The pink, I just feel like that looks so fun to me. It's not your classic fall haul. I feel like what I'm wearing is more what you would expect from a Midwest fall haul, but because I'm trying to wear colors I love, wear brighter colors, and I don't know, just kind of step out of my comfort zone a little bit, that's what you get. I left the thrift store being a little bit, should I have gotten all this stuff? It was over budget. My first thrift trip bag, I didn't expect to spend over $20. And some of this stuff I was like, is it worth it? But now that I went over everything, I really am happy with everything that I got. They're all stuff that I don't have. They all are their own piece, and they all have a unique spot in my closet. I'm very excited, but very shocked. I feel like this was all a blur. Like everything happened so fast. Whew, okay, I had to take a little break there. I felt like I was talking so fast, so sorry if I was but I did just want to have a little faith heart-to-heart chat, a Jesus chat. It's been a really long time since we had one of these after a thrift video. I actually have a pretty big one in the next vlog, so stay tuned for that. I do some fall prompts for my journal and we talk about some things, so that'll be really fun. But I just want to give you guys an update that I still am doing my Bible before my phone. It really has changed the way my heart and my mind and my day goes. I can hear the verses in my mind throughout the day and through certain moments, and I can see how I just carry myself differently. I look at the day differently. When I'm already starting things with the Bible and not my phone, it feels like I'm taking a really good deep breath, or like I'm stretching before I start my day. It's felt so good. So it's been multiple weeks. I don't know how many weeks, but it's been at least 2 weeks that I've been doing this. Before I look at my phone, I read my Bible first. There's been times that I've just read, you know, on my phone, the Bible verse of the day, and I'll just be like, okay, we gotta get going. I'll have Holy Donuts or something. There's been times that I literally am just reading the Bible so I can look at my phone. Most of the time I'm reading my Bible and I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm chewing on it and going over it in my mind and looking forward to what God has to say. So that's been really good, and it's a fall rhythm that I'm glad that I've kept. I feel like I often on here talk a lot about the things that I'm struggling to do and that I keep failing at doing. This has been something that is super simple. I don't give a time restraint on it right now. I just want to do it. One of the verses that actually we read at Bible study that I just think it's so beautiful. I have never heard this verse and I've just been fixated on it. It's Psalm 27:1. So it's, I don't know, for some reason that number is really easy to remember for me. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? And when I heard that, I was like, that is like a song lyric. Like, that's so poetic. Especially the phrase, the Lord is the stronghold of my life, is like, it brings me to tears. I think too, because there's been so many strongholds in my life, so many lies that have tripped me up, so many struggles I've had that's been so hard, but the Lord is the stronghold of my life. I don't have to be afraid. I've just like kept thinking of that verse. I feel like the more I've been reading my Bible, the hungrier I've gotten for the Bible and its wisdom and what it has to say. It's so cool to realize how brilliant it is and how true it is. And I think maybe that's it. Like, it just feels so true. Another verse that I've really been loving is Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord and not for men. Oh, I just feel like that's so good. And I think a lot of it just has to do with not being afraid, not fearing people or what people think of you. The Lord is who you're working for ultimately, especially as, you know, the ups and downs of having a YouTube channel and life and everything, you know, whatever it is, it doesn't need to be a YouTube channel, but I've just been like, no, the Lord is my boss, you know, like, he's who I care about his opinion of. Am I doing the right thing? Like, am I proud of what I'm making? Is he proud of what I'm doing? Did he lead me to do this? Is he in this? No matter what anyone else thinks, no matter how the views are or subscribers or anything, opinions of other people or whatever, I'm doing this for the Lord, and that's what really matters. Who should I fear? Like, why would I be afraid? And so as long as I'm close to him, it's going to be fine, you know? I've just kind of been soaking in these verses. When I start my day with them, it feels like I can really apply them to my life and my emotions and how I'm feeling and what I'm doing. It's not just, you know, like an on Sunday thing or an at small group thing. It's like a daily thing, and like, you really need that. It really changes your heart over time, and especially your mind, like, in how you approach your life and things that make you feel bad about yourself, and you know what I mean? I don't know. If that, hopefully that makes sense. My battery's dying. Okay, my battery actually is really dying. Thank you so much for coming thrifting with me. It feels so good to be back. Comment this emoji if you made it this far. I want to come up with a name for you guys who make it to the end, because that deserves like a title, like a part of a special group. I think that would be so fun. So let me know your name ideas below. Also, let me know what your favorite item from this haul is. What do you think? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think it was a 10 out of 10 haul? Did you love it? Did you love one item more than the other? Let me know if I left something behind that I should have got. The fun thing is that we will be thrifting again next week. So be sure to subscribe. I put videos out every Monday and Thursday. I love you guys.
Oh, you guys, I am freaking out. This part of Fall in the Midwest sucks. I hate these. I don't know what to do.